Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Dodge Challenger RT, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2019 Dodge Challenger satisfies a certain type of driver who craves the power and style that muscle cars have been delivering for more than 40 years. Unlike its Ford Mustang and Chevrolet Camaro rivals, the Challenger scores points for convenience thanks to its spacious rear seats and large trunk. The 2019 Dodge Challenger is a 5-seat two-door coupe that is available in 7 major trim levels, most of which are further divided into several sub-trims. Major trim levels include the SXT, the GT, the RT, the RT392, the SRT Hellcat, and SRT Hellcat Redeye. The SXT and the GT Challenger trims are powered by a V6. The others are driven by increasingly more powerful V8s, culminating in the 797 horsepower SRT Hellcat Redeye, which is the top tier, the fastest Challenger that is available. First up is the SXT with a starting MSRP of $28,095. It's powered by a 3.6-liter V6 engine that makes 305 horsepower and 268 pound-feet of torque, and that's matched to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Standard features include 18-inch wheels, keyless ignition and entry, an auto-dimming rearview mirror, dual-zone automatic climate control, a leather-wrapped steering wheel, a power-adjustable driver's seat, and 60/40 split folding rear seats. Tech features include Bluetooth, a 7-inch touchscreen, a rearview camera, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration, 2 USB ports, and a 6-speaker sound system. The all-wheel drive SXT upgrades to 19-inch wheels and upgraded brakes. The 2019 Dodge Challenger GT, which has a starting price of $30,000, $645, employs the same V6 and expands on the SXT's feature list with 20-inch wheels, the upgraded brakes, fog lights, a hood scoop, rear parking sensors, remote ignition, a sport suspension, a performance steering system, more aggressively bolstered front seats, a sport steering wheel with shift buttons, and performance-related in-car apps. The all-wheel drive GT reverts back to 19-inch wheels and loses the performance steering and sport suspension. The 2019 Dodge Challenger RT, which has a starting price of $34,545, which we are going to do a build and price review on in this video. It is the least expensive way into a V8 Challenger, offering a 5.7-liter engine paired to either a 6-speed manual transmission, and if you get that transmission, it makes 375 horsepower and 410 pound-feet worth of torque. Now, if you get it with the 8-speed automatic transmission, you lose a little horsepower and torque. You make 372 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. Now, in addition to the GT features, you get different 20-inch wheels, a chrome fuel filler door, upgraded brakes, a limited slip differential, and an active sport exhaust. The 2019 Dodge Challenger RT Scat Pack, which has a starting MSRP of $39,245, gets an even larger 6.4-liter V8 that makes 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque, along with launch control, a line lock for drag strip burnouts, Brembo performance brakes, that's 4-piston front and rear, a high-performance sport tune suspension, configurable drive modes, special styling elements, a black fuel door, a rear spoiler, heated cloth sport seats, a heated steering wheel, an 8.4-inch touchscreen with the newest version of Uconnect, a Wi-Fi hotspot, additional performance-related in-car apps, premium speakers, and HD and satellite radio. Now, there are variants to all the trim levels and configurations I just mentioned, such as the Plus, the RTTA, the RT Scat Pack, and RT Shaker that add a few extra features, special styling, or performance enhancements. A new RT Scat Pack 1320 has drag racers in mind with numerous mechanical upgrades and weight reductions. The rear seats have been removed but can be added back for only $1. Then there's the 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. It has a starting price of $59,245. This particular configuration is all about raw speed. That's evidenced by its supercharged 6.2-liter V8 that makes 717 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. It's also equipped with unique exterior styling, a dual snorkel hood, a sportier adaptive suspension, 6-piston Brembo brakes, quad exhaust tips, and interior ambient lighting. All right, now that's pretty cool. Now, the RT Scat Pack can be had as a wide body, and then the SRT Hellcat can be had as a wide body. So the RT 392 and the Hellcat are eligible for the wide body package that has fender flares to accommodate wider tires that improves the car's handling and grip, the mechanical handling and grip. Last but not least, there's the 2019 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat Redeye. It has a starting price of $70,245, and the Redeye takes some inspiration from last year's Demon, which is no longer around. The power output has been increased to ludicrous levels. Now, that's 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque, and is only offered with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Most of the features found on upper trim levels can be added to the lower trims and options. Other add-ons include a sunroof, exterior stripes and graphics, xenon headlights, automatic high beams, automatic wipers, adaptive cruise control, that's only with the automatic transmissions, forward collision warning, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert, ventilated seats, leather and or faux suede upholstery, removal of the rear seat, which I talked about, a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel, a 9-speaker Alpine audio system, and an 18-speaker Harman Kardon premium sound system. Now, that's a lot of different extras and add-ons. Now, in addition to that, a sunroof is optional on all Challenger trims, and the new Hellcat buyers get a 1-day course at an SRT driving experience school. You know, as far as I'm concerned, the 2019 Dodge Challenger wouldn't be the same without a V8. That's why I recommend the RT, which is the entry-level trim packing 8 cylinders. Even better, you won't feel as if you're missing out on much since there's a long list of options, which I just mentioned. That means you can specify the RT to meet your particular taste and, more importantly, your budget. Okay, let's get into this build and price review of the 2019 Dodge Challenger. We are going to do a build and price on the RT because it is the cheapest way into a V8. Now, I mentioned the SXT. I think the SXT is a really nice trim level. I did a review of the 2018 Dodge Challenger SXT Plus, right, that sub-trim level I was talking about. If you're interested in the Plus or SXT with the V6, then I'm going to go ahead and put a link up in the corner of that right now. Let's run through these gallery photos real quick. I mean, obviously they're going to be showing all different configurations and trim levels of the Challenger, and all here they're showing the Charger over here too. But they're just gorgeous cars, aren't they? I used to only like the Challenger or the Charger, to be honest with you. The Challengers, though, the two-door Challengers, are really starting to become appealing to me. Even the older ones, like the 12s and stuff like that, the older ones still with the still same basic body style. Now look at this. This RT is gorgeous. This one surely got the Scat Pack wide body. I don't think we're going to do a wide body kit. You know, I want to try to keep this pricing relatively okay. I don't want to drive this up to an insane price, but the wide body kit is just gorgeous. The RT is a beautiful car. Yeah, SRT out at the track. Yeah, let's check a few interior photos. Yeah, whatever that was. Let's check some interior photos. Okay, here's a nice shot of the interior. You know, it's not super high end up in here, but these are muscle cars. These cars aren't about trying to look like an Audi or a Mercedes on the inside, and they don't look bad. I'm not saying all that to say they look bad. Doesn't look like there's a whole bunch of cargo space in there, does there? But you know what? There's enough. I like that Dodge bag. These Dodge bags are quite nice. I'd have to get one of those for sure. Okay. I guess they didn't have very many gallery photos, which is fine. We've seen these. We know what the exterior looks like, and we saw enough of the interior. They didn't show the back seat, but you know, there's nothing exciting going on back there, but we can get it. Let's talk about the features. Before we actually get to the build and price of our 2019 Dodge Challenger RT, let's talk about the features. Let's talk about performance features, exterior features, interior features, technology features, and then safety and security. And then after we do that, then we'll be ready to do the build and price. But for right now, let's find out what they want to tell us about the performance features of the 2019 Challenger. So some things I'm going to skip over because, well, we are focusing on the RT. We're going to focus on the RT on this build and price. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about the V6 engines. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about the Hellcat engines. What I want to talk about is I want to talk about the 5.7 liter Hemi V8 engine, which is what comes in our 2019 RT. And you know what? This is a respectable engine. This engine makes 375 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque, and it can get up to 25 miles to the gallon on the highway. And you know and if you really want to make more horsepower with this engine on the aftermarket, I am sure, quite sure, there are a boogaggle of performance parts to be had for a modern 5.7 liter Hemi V8. Here are some other notable performance features. Over here, there's this performance technology. It says there's an available active exhaust system, which we know that the Challenger RT does get. So that's very cool. That's available 3-mode electronic stability control system too, with a full off-road mode for the performance enthusiast. Very, very cool. Then they're talking about this electronic power steering. And look, right here, I see a digital speedometer. If you watch this channel, you know I'm cuckoo for digital speedometers and heads-up displays. If you don't know that, please subscribe down here in this bottom right corner where I'm circling like a vulture. All right, so yeah. Anyway, electronic power steering can be had or is available, is standard, I guess, on the Dodge Challenger. Pick your power. So there's a black key fob and a red key fob. These are probably only going to. This is only good on the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, right? On our RT, we only get one kind of key, right? And you get all 375 horsepower every time you turn the key. There's an available launch control. That's pretty cool. I don't think the RT comes with launch control, which is fine. I think that's probably really hard on the drivetrain and the transmission and all that. I'm quite sure it is. Cool stuff, but at a cost that is probably hard on the drivetrain. Let's talk about the transmission. So we know that the RT can be had with either this 6-speed Tremec manual transmission, or you can get this Torque Flight 8-speed automatic transmission. And you can get paddle shifters, and you do lose a little bit of horsepower. You lose 3 horsepower with the automatic, and you lose 10 pound-feet of torque with the automatic transmission. But I guess there's other benefits of having the automatic transmission. And like I said, with all the aftermarket parts you could probably put on this car, losing those few ponies and that little bit of torque probably doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Here they're talking about an electronic shifter. Performance-inspired electronic shifter provides smooth transfer between gears and short throws and low shift effort, and gives the driver visual and physical feedback on gear selection. It's a pretty chunky shifter too, as well. Okay, let's talk about brake systems. Now, they cover all the braking systems, right, depending on what model you have. Now, we have the RT. We are going to be getting the RT. We're building and pricing the RT. So we get the performance brake system, large front rotors, that's 13.6, and dual piston front sliding calipers, improved brake performance. That's standard on the GT and the RT, and the Super Track Pack option as performance brake linings for reduced brake fade under heavy braking conditions. So there's a Super Track Pack, if we're interested in that can incrementally improve the braking of our RT. That's the deal there. There's the performance pages, which harness the power where you can, like, I don't know, it gives you the ability to, you know, check out data on the track and stuff like that. I can't remember if our RT comes or has the option to even have performance pages. If it does, that's cool. If it doesn't, honestly, it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, we got through the performance features. Let's talk about the exterior features for the 2019 Dodge Challenger. They don't have a whole bunch to say, but they're letting us know that with the Challenger, we can customize it with badges, racing stripes, and all that to heighten the intensity and, you know, just make it our own. Here are some of those things we can do. The RT Classic side stripes, the Shaker graphics, the Scat Pack Bumblebee stripe, the SRT Twin Racing stripe, the Hellcat badge, and here's a black top stripe. I think these are cool. The available, which means it's an optional, illuminated air catcher headlamps help keep your engine cool by absorbing cool air while in motion. Very cool. Then there's also classic full width rear LED split tail lamps with gloss black surrounds. They don't say that that's an available thing, so that must be standard on, I would assume, all 2019 Challengers. So depending on the different trim and configuration of Challenger you have, they have different hoods. You know, if you have an SRT dual snorkel hood, here's a hood of an RT and a GT. That's what we're going to be having, a hood like this. If you option the RT with a Scat Pack, then you get a hood that's more, I don't know, looks more in line with a hood like from a Hellcat or something. And then there's also Shaker models. So both the RT Shaker and RT Scat Pack Shaker provides an exposed functional Shaker hood with engine-mounted high-flow cold air induction. So pretty cool stuff. I love how Dodge is really staying true to muscle car heritage with these Challengers. It's just really, really cool. Oh, cool. Let's check some exterior colors for the 2019 Dodge Challenger. Now, is every exterior color available for every trim level and configuration? That I don't know. But we can go through all the colors. This color here is called Indigo Blue. This color here is known as, let's turn this. This is the triple nickel exterior paint. It's actually pretty attractive. This color here is the Sublime exterior paint, some shade of green. I think this color right here is really cool. It's called White Knuckle. It's pretty nice. I like this color. Then we have this Octane Red exterior paint, which is also, I think all the colors are pretty cool except for, like, you know, the lime green type stuff. This B5 Blue exterior paint is actually very nice as well. This color here is known as Maximum Steel exterior paint. This one here is Destroyer Gray exterior paint. This color here looks to be a shade of orange. They call it Go Mango exterior paint. Go Mango. They call it Go Mango. This color here is Tor Red. Next up we have Plum Crazy exterior paint. Then you can also option your 2019 Challenger with this Granite exterior paint. You can't go too far wrong if you go with this straight pitch black. It'd be very, very hot. This will be a very nice one. This color is on my short list. This one's pitch black. Another color that's on my list, because I actually saw this color in person at the Portland Auto Show, is this F8 green. This is a very, this configurator does this no justice. The color is really, really cool in person. This one's F8 green. Very cool. Okay, so we got through the exterior features. We got through the performance features. We looked over the gallery. We had a good overview, so we learned all about the different trim levels and configurations. Now, well, let's talk about the interior features on the 2019 Dodge Challenger. So first thing they're going to tell us is that there's performance-inspired seats. They have accent stitching. And then if you get an iconic Scat Pack Bumblebee logo, the iconic Scat Pack B logo and SRT Hellcat logo are probably embroidered on the front seats of the RT Scat Pack and SRT Hellcat and SRT Hellcat Redeye. So on our RT, we won't have any special logo on our front seats. So listen to this. They say major customization means a mighty 17 interiors, excuse me, to choose from. So look, they've got these sport seats, and it says black pseudo premium cloth and houndstooth inspired inserts and tungsten accent stitching, standard on the XT, right? And then what do we got here? Then we got these seats right here. This is available on the XT, right? And these are all the colors that are available on the XT, right? And the GT. And I guess these are available on the RT and the GT here. These are also available on the RT and the GT here. Those are available on the SXT. Then over here for performance seats, which gives you a different seat altogether. Well, I guess what? What do we have here? These are available on the RT Scat Pack. RT Scat Pack. Yeah, so I guess we don't get the performance seats. We get the sport seats, not the performance seats. Yeah. There is ventilated seating. If we can get in on ours, I don't know. And there is heated front seats as well. There are different steering wheel designs for different Challenger trims with 4 available steering wheels to choose from. Sport, Performance, Wild Wheel, and SRT. The Dodge Challenger puts you in complete control. So that's kind of fun. They've got different steering wheels. That gauge cluster looks pretty sweet. And yeah, the digital speedometer looks awesome. It says the Dodge Challenger is equipped with cutting-edge tech to make your ride more convenient and connected. So not only do you have a muscle car, but you got a modern muscle car that has all the tech that you need in it and you want these days. Then there's the Uconnect, which is Dodge's infotainment system, 4C Nav. That's their top-of-the-line one. That's available. It's not standard. Gives you features like navigation, a 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot, and the largest 8.4-inch touchscreen in the class, and gives you hands-free calling and a bunch more. Here they're going to tell us a little bit about the utility, because it's not all just about power. They say that the Dodge Challenger has best-in-class cargo volume. So it says the power of cargo space over here. So they got a lot of stuff to squeeze some stuff into this trunk. Best-in-class cargo volume. And then over here they're talking about interior space, best-in-class passenger room. And then there's 5 passenger seating, right? That's pretty cool. The Dodge Challenger has class-exclusive 5 passenger seating. So that people can actually, it's a big enough vehicle that it's still a muscle car, but you can be comfortable in this thing. Okay, so we learned about the interior features. Let's now talk about the technology features, skim over that real fast for our 2019 Challenger. As I said in the beginning, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. Here they're just letting us know about that, right? That's pretty cool. And you gain access to specific apps right on the Uconnect screen. Other notable technology features, hands-free calling. That's pretty cool. You get the Sirius XM radio that brings over 160 channels. That's surely a subscription-based service. I don't usually get into that stuff, but you know, it's a feature. Some people do like that. And then there's weather. Now this stuff's kind of cool. There's available Sirius XM Travel Link, which provides live weather updates across North America. Here they're talking about those Dodge performance pages again that offer real-time stats, engine performance, G-forces, all that. Again, I don't know, and I'm pretty sure it's probably not available on the RT, but maybe it is the first one into the V8. I don't know. Maybe. I'm hopeful. We'll find out. I'm sure. Here they're talking about this reconfigurable 7-inch TikTok driver informational digital cluster display that includes 0 to 60 time, a lap timer, and available turn-by-turn navigation. The word available means optional. So that means it's not standard, that turn-by-turn navigation. Love this instrument cluster. Love the resolution. And, you know, I just love that digital speedometer. So there are a couple of different sound systems that can be had on the 2019 Dodge Challenger. There's the Alpine Audio Group, which gives you 9 Alpine speakers, 506 watts of speakers, and all that there. Then there's the Harman Kardon. It gives you a 900-watt, 18-speaker sound system. I think this is pretty cool. Standard push-button start. Unlock the doors by pulling a front handle if the key fob is on you. Once inside, press the stop-start button while applying the brake to start the engine. Everyone has keyless ignition and entry, standard equipment for the Dodge Challenger for 2019. Here's some notable features here. They're talking about that 5.7 liter V8 engine, the Hemi engine that we're going to be optioning, which is going to be in our RT. And they talk about that it's a good fuel saver technology. The thing gets up to 30 miles to the gallon on the highway, right? That's pretty cool. Oh, they tell us that with the standard 3.6 V6 engine. Never mind, scratch that. If you get the V6, you can get maybe up to 30 miles to the gallon. But I thought that it also said that when we were going over the information about the 5.7 liter engine. I think it also gets very, very good gas mileage. So it's a great engine. Okay, we got through the technology. Let's talk about safety and security for the 2019 Challenger. Well, like I said, this isn't just a muscle car. It's a modern muscle car with safety, convenience, and all kinds of cool technology. They're talking about that this car has advanced driver assist features. So let's find out what they are. And here they are. There's automatic high beam headlamps. There's blind spot monitoring. Right now, these are available. See, the word available is in each one of these paragraphs. And so what that means is these are optionals, right? This means these are options. These are not standard features on any Dodge Challenger. Unless maybe the higher trim levels might get it. I don't know. But for us, these are going to be options. Automatic high beam headlamps, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, full speed forward collision warning, and then what's up with this park view rear backup camera? Now, this seems like it might be standard because I do not see the word available. So the backup camera is standard. All this other stuff, yeah, you're going to have to come out of pocket for that technology. Well, here they're going to tell us about the strength of the body and the frame and all that of the Challenger. So there are crumple zones, a solid frame, and airbags throughout. So the Challenger has been designed with front and rear crumple zones to help keep passengers out of harm's way. There's a solid frame with high-strength steel. All right, that's pretty cool. And then there's airbags throughout. They don't tell us how many. Advanced multiple stage, driver and front passenger airbags, supplemental front and rear side curtain airbags, and front seat mounted side airbags are all standard. Here's some other features they want to tell us to help protect us and our passengers. There's active front head restraints, rain brake support, and available rain sensing windshield wipers. I like the rain sensing windshield wipers. They say these bad boys detect moisture on the windshield and activate automatically. That's a cool feature. I've had a car like that. That's awesome. This rain brake support removes water from brake pads by applying a small amount of pressure to the caliper. It engages when the windshield wipers are activated. Awesome. The heated front head restraints. Active front head restraints help reduce the chance of injury to the driver and front passenger in certain types of rear end impacts. Here they're going to tell us that the Dodge Challenger is loaded with standard and available safety and security features that let you harness its mighty muscle. Like the electronic stability control. All right, that's pretty cool. Then there's this all-speed traction control, which helps maintain traction and stability by applying brake pressure to slipping wheels and reducing engine power when necessary to help tires regain traction. Then there's also hill start assist. This is pretty cool. So obviously, there's a short period of time between when you take your foot off the brake and put your foot on the gas. On a hill, the car might roll back. Well, with this hill start assist, it's going to prevent the vehicle from rolling backwards during that time where you're moving your foot from the brake to the gas pedal. Okay, so real quick before we get into the build-in price of our 2019 Dodge Challenger, this would not be a complete review unless I decided to say, hey, let's check some of the specs. So we can see that we can get the RT with rear-wheel drive, or you can even option the RT with, well, I guess you can't. Can you get it with all-wheel drive? No, you can't get it with all-wheel drive. You can only get the RT with rear-wheel drive. So let's check the specs of the RT, and then we're ready to build in price. So yeah, here are a list of some of the of all the specs. Really, we can check out the dimensions, the different option groups, interior, audio, exterior, capabilities, safety, warranty. We're not going to go through everything. I just want to check out a few things so we can see what's up. Let's check the dimensions though. So it looks like the headroom in the front is 39 point. Everything's in inches. Headroom in the front is 39.3. Headroom in the rear is 37.1. Hip room in the front is a nice 55.3 inches. Hip room in the rear is a nice respectable 47.8 inches. Leg room in the front, 42 inches. Leg room in the rear, 33.1 inches. Open door angles, I think that's a little bit much for us to know about, but the passenger interior volume is 93.9 cubic feet. The front shoulder room is 58.5. That's really good, actually. That's very roomy in there. And the shoulder room in the rear is 53.9 inches. So what option groups are available? That 1320 drag pack is not available. We can get the Alpine audio group with the subwoofer, so we can get an upgraded stereo. I think that was what, 9 speakers, 500 watt sound system, I think it was. There's also a black top package which we can option. There is what else is there? There's the Brass Monkey appearance package we can get. We can get a cold weather group. The driver convenience group is an option. Oh, we can even get that Harman Kardon. That's the better stereo system. That's got like 19 speakers and 18 speakers and 900 watts. We can't get that Laguna leather. That's too bad. We can get the interior appearance group. Now, when we get to the building price, we'll look at this stuff more closely at the things we're interested in. There's the performance handling group we can get. We can get the performance plus package and then a regular plus package. There's a rear seat delete group. We can get that for the RT. Interesting. The TA package, there's a technology group, and the shaker package that we can get. So, yeah, we can really option the RT really how we want to meet our particular taste and budget, just like I said. The other thing I want to find out was, does this car come with leather seats or not? It comes with houndstooth cloth performance seats as standard. Can we get leather seats, though? Napa Alcantara performance seats are the best we can do. So we cannot get a full leather seat, but we can get some leather with that Alcantara. That's about the best we can do. And there's a power 6-way driver seat. Yeah, that's about the best there. Most of the other stuff, there's the seat thing we know about, and the seating capacity we also know about. Okay, I think we checked enough specs. I think we learned everything we need to know about the 2019 Dodge Challenger. The only thing we have left to do now is build and price our 2019 RT. Now, let's get into that right now. Okay, so they give you two versions of that 5.7-liter engine, and now I guess this makes sense. Now, this version that's a no-cost option, this is a more fuel saver. It has fuel saver technology on it. I don't like that word, so we're just going to stick with the standard 5.7-liter Hemi. We are going to go with the 6-speed manual Tremec transmission. The red brake calipers, that sounds kind of fun. Let's do red brake calipers. Now, to do that, we have to do what? We have to add the performance handling group. What are the details of the performance handling group? You get a thicker rear axle. You get these. You get some Brembo performance brakes, performance steering, high performance suspension. It's going to increase the price by about $2,000, and they're going to remove our 20-inch wheel. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's cool. That was a lot to pay to get red brake calipers, but it's all stuff that I wanted anyway. Now, here's some cool stuff. A front strut tower brace, very cool. That, let's see. Will they tell us what we need to do with that? Hang on. Well, they're telling us that if we want to get the front strut tower brace, at least through this configurator, we have to choose one of these other required packages. The shaker package or the TA package. What is the shaker package? Because I don't know if I want any one of these packages, to be honest with you, but I certainly don't want all the decals. If you watch my channel, you know that I'm not into the decal thing. So you get the shaker hood decal, the black fuel filler door, gloss black grill, dash plaque, Challenger script grill badge, and the shaker hood by Mopar. So yeah, it doesn't sound, and a white face gauges. That's pretty cool. So that sounds cool. I can do that. That sounds like there's only one decal. I can live with that. I can live with that. So choose one of these. I guess we will choose the shaker package. Okay, because you know what? I really want that. Wow, that really bumps the price up, though. Our price is going to go up by $3,195, all to have what? all to have the front tower brace that's going to give the car better handling. It's going to make the front end stiffer and more responsive. But for me, it's all about performance, my friends. This is a performance car, and it's cool to be able to do some of this stuff right at the factory. So why not? So yep, I'm going to accept the changes. Now we're sitting at $40,000 for this car. So it's kind of a little bit more than I'm wanting to spend, but we'll see. You know, I definitely want to get this and build it the way that I really truly want it to be. So yeah, let's now go choose packages, or at least go look through them. Well, honestly, seeing that we have the shaker package, that'll probably conflict. That's why they have these little triangles here. All these other packages that have those triangles will conflict with the shaker package. So we already know that we're not going to get all of that stuff. So let's look through some of these other things. There's the performance handling group. We have that. There's the cold weather group. That's $495. What's the details of that? That gives you heated front seats and a heated steering wheel. I like that. I like that. I was wishing for that kind of stuff this past winter. So yes, we're going to throw that on there. The driver convenience group, it's $1,200. Now, what do we get? The blind spot and rear cross traffic. Okay, so this gives us some technology, high-intensity discharge headlamps, the power multifunction mirrors with manual fold-away, and the illuminated air catcher headlamps. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I want that for $1,295. We're all over that. Here's the deal. You know, we are sitting at $42,000, but this is a super serious performance car. And you know what? Other cars that have this kind of performance cost a lot more money. So even if we start knocking on the door of $45,000 or $50,000, we still have a lot of car for the money, I think. What's this technology group? The Plus package, it's $3,000. We're going to skip right over that. What does it include, though? This gives you your 8.4-inch touchscreen. Oh, this gives you your Dodge performance pages. The shark fin antenna. Oh, this gives you everything in here. This gives you the seats. But this conflicts. But this technology group conflicts with our shaker package. That technology group conflicts with the shaker package, or the Plus package, I mean. And so, yeah, we're not going to worry about that. The rear seat delete, we're not doing that. Interior appearance group by Mopar for $375. What does that include? Bright door sills, the pedal kit, premium floor mats. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Since we have to skip out on some of those other things, let's go ahead and do that. That's fine. All right, so we've got everything we think that we want. All right, we're sitting at $42,000 and change. Let's go see what exterior options there are for our Challenger RT. Okay, let's get to the exterior. For the exterior, I'm already just going to go ahead and just choose that pitch black. I like it. It's simple. It works. This hood pin kit is very cool. It's simple, kind of silly, but it's a throwback to muscle cars, and I like it. I was just at a Cars and Coffee, and I saw this, and it's just very cool. If you like Cars and Coffee events, you know what? I'm going to put a link up to my Cars and Coffee that I last went to at the Museum World of Speed right now. Okay, as for anything else that's on this page, well, I already said I'm not into the stripes and decals, so we're not doing any stripes and decals. The wheels, we already have a special set of wheels. We've got the 20-inch black noise wheels, and so we're just going to stay with those. We've got the all-season performance tires. We're going to stay with those as well. We're not going to mix it up. The car cover conflicts, all right? There's that little triangle there that lets us know that the car cover does not work. There's a conflict there, probably because we have the shaker hood. So let's move on to the interior. Okay, so for the interior, we know the houndstooth is the standard fare. We can get the TA Napa Alcantara or the Napa Alcantara performance seats, but that requires additional selections. What kind? I don't know. I'd be interested possibly in this Napa Alcantara with the performance seats. Let's go ahead and click this and see what requirements they're talking about. So to do that, we'd have to add the Plus package, which is I thought was a conflict, and then we'd have to remove the cold weather group, the Mopar appearance group, and the Uconnect with the 4-inch display. So yeah, but that Plus package would give us a whole bunch of super cool things. You know what? I'm just gonna say nay. I like the way I've spec'd the car out. To do that would undo everything, and we sort of had to kind of start over, and that's not really an issue. But I kind of like what we've put together so far. So, yeah, there's a conflict in the Uconnect. We know that. I guess there's a conflict with the Alpine stereo systems as well. So I guess we won't worry about that. Let's throw a sunroof on the bad boy then. All right? Let's throw a sunroof on the bad boy and move on to the summary. So real quick, if you like the way that I've built and priced and spec'd this 2019 Dodge Challenger RT, you can download this build summary in the description below right now. So in this summary, we can see everything that we did for the powertrain, everything we got going on, the 5.7 liter. We didn't do the one with the fuel saver. We got the 6-speed tranny. We did the red brake calipers, the front strut brace for packages. We did the shaker package, the performance handling group, the cold weather group, the driver convenience group, and the interior appearance group. You know, this is a nice spec'd out car. For the exterior, we did the pitch black exterior paint. We did the hood pin. We had those 20-inch black noise wheels on all season performance tires. And we just said, hey, whatever. We're going with the houndstooth cloth seats and the standard 7-inch Uconnect. But we know what? We have Apple CarPlay and all that. We have what we need. We're good. We have a power sunroof. So we basically added $9,000 in options to our 2019 Dodge Challenger RT. But it's very, very cool. So, yeah. Yeah. So there it is. Yeah. The car is going to cost us $44,000 out the door, and it looks hot. I wish it had leather interior, but $44,000 is enough. This car's got plenty of looks and performance, and it surely fights above its weight, and I still think it's a lot of vehicle for the money. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I think we've done it all. So, if you found this build and price review of the 2019 Dodge Challenger RT helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.